Occupational English Test. Listening Test. This test has 3 parts. In each part, you'll hear a number of different extracts. At the start of each extract, you'll hear this sound. You'll have time to read the questions before you hear each extract, and you'll hear each extract once only. Complete your answers as you listen. At the end of the test, you'll have 2 minutes to check your answers. Part A. In this part of the test, you'll hear 2 different extracts. In each extract, a health professional is talking to a patient. For questions 1 to 24, complete the notes with information that you hear. Now, look at the notes for Extract 1. Extract 1, questions 1 to 12. For questions 1 to 12, complete the notes with a word or short phrase that you hear. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Doctor, I've been really trying to handle a lot of things at once. My health has been a struggle, especially with my osteoarthritis. Every time the weather changes, my knees just start aching badly, and it's been this way for a while now. I know I need to manage my weight to help with that, but it's been tough.
I understand that managing multiple health issues simultaneously can be challenging. It's good that you're aware of the connection between weight and joint pain. How has your experience been with your current medications and any recent changes in your symptoms?
Well, I ran out of my cholesterol medication, simvastatin, but thankfully I've arranged a refill. My cholesterol levels have always been a concern. About my mental health, I'm still attending therapy sessions, but honestly, I find the one-on-one sessions somewhat helpful, unlike the group ones, which I'm really not comfortable with.
It's important to find what works best for you in therapy, especially when dealing with PTSD and depression. It sounds like you're making some headway there. Have you noticed any changes in your sleep patterns or general well-being lately?
Sleep has been another big issue. I'm using trazodone to help, but I try not to rely on it too much. I've noticed that I've been smoking more, probably due to the stress, but I'm coughing more too, which worries me. I've been advised to cut down, aiming to reduce from 10 cigarettes a day to 5.
Reducing smoking is a significant step, especially considering your recent increase in coughing. We should keep an eye on that, and the upcoming screening for aortic swelling is crucial due to your smoking history. Also, we've scheduled some tests to monitor your cholesterol levels and check your vitamin D.
Yes, I've heard about the ultrasound and other tests. I'm a bit anxious about those outcomes, to be honest. Regarding my diet, I've been trying to make changes, but it's been a slow process.
Taking one step at a time is key. Managing your diet will not only help with your cholesterol, but also with weight management, which is crucial for your osteoarthritis. Now let's review your current health status based on today's assessment and the recent tests.
I appreciate that, doctor. It's a lot to manage, and sometimes it feels overwhelming.
Let's summarize the main points from today's assessment. Your blood pressure is fairly controlled at 132/86 mm/Hg, which is good. Your heart rate and other vital signs are also stable, indicating no immediate concerns there. Your lab results from January show that your total cholesterol is 188 mg/L, which is within a moderate range, but we'll aim to improve that with your medication. Your LDL, the bad cholesterol, is at 100 mg/dl, and your HDL is fairly good at 45 mg/dl. Your triglycerides are slightly high at 210 mg/dl, so we need to monitor and manage that. Your liver and renal functions are stable, which is encouraging.
That's a lot of numbers, but I'm glad to know where I stand. What should be my focus moving forward?
Our plan will focus on a few key areas. Firstly, ensuring you continue with your cholesterol medication as soon as it arrives. It's crucial for managing your cholesterol levels. Secondly, weight management will be a significant focus. We discuss the benefits in relation to your joint health and overall well-being. Thirdly, we need to intensify efforts on smoking cessation. I know it's tough, but reducing and eventually quitting will significantly benefit your health. Lastly, continue with your one-on-one therapy sessions. They are essential for managing your PTSD and depression. We will have a follow-up appointment to discuss your progress and any adjustments needed in your treatment plan.
Thanks, doctor. It sounds like a comprehensive plan. I'll do my best to stick to it, and hopefully we'll see some positive changes soon.
I'm confident you will, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. See you at our next appointment for further evaluations and to discuss any new concerns you might have by then.
Extract 2, questions 13 to 24. For questions 13 to 24, complete the notes with a word or short phrase that you hear. You now have 30 seconds to look at the notes.
Doctor, I've been dealing with this pain in my right elbow and left shoulder for several months now. It's a sharp pain that gets worse when I try to lift anything or even just move in certain ways. It's really affecting my sleep and daily activities. I've tried some over-the-counter pain relief, but nothing seems to work long-term. I suspect it might be arthritis or maybe something like tennis elbow because of the repetition in my movements.
I see. That sounds quite challenging. Have you noticed any swelling or redness in those areas?
No swelling or redness, just the pain. It's been hard to manage. Also, I have this ongoing issue with my chest. It's a burning sensation that comes and goes, but it's not related to when I exert myself. I've had my heart checked, surgeries and angiograms, but the pain still persists. It's quite frustrating, and it limits how much I can move around or do things.
Understood. And how about your skin? You mentioned some irritation and scabbing.
Yes, it's been quite itchy, especially on my shoulders. I think it's from scratching in my sleep. The skin gets dry and scabby, and it doesn't seem to heal well. I try to put lotion on it, but reaching my back is tough since I live alone.
That sounds tough to handle on your own. You also mentioned some concerns about your memory.
Right. I've been noticing that I forget names and small details more frequently. It's nothing major, but it's different from before. It worries me a bit because it seems to be getting more frequent.
I understand your concerns. Let's see what we can do today to address these issues. Let me first check your vital signs and conduct a physical examination. Thank you for your patience. Let's go over the findings from your examination. Your blood pressure is 185 mmHg. Heart rate is 72 beats per minute. Respiratory rate is 16 breaths per minute, and your temperature is normal at 98.6 degrees of Fahrenheit. Your blood tests show normal white blood cells, hemoglobin, and platelet counts. However, your triglyceride levels are high at 293 milligrams per milliliters, and your HDL low at 37 milliliters, which we need to keep an eye on.
I see. What does that mean for me?
Well, the lipid levels suggest we should monitor your diet and possibly adjust medications to better manage your cholesterol. Your liver and kidney functions are normal, which is good. The electrolytes show your potassium is on the high end, but still within normal limits. As for your musculoskeletal issues, the tenderness at your elbow and the reduced range of motion in your shoulder suggest it could indeed be related to repetitive strain and possibly arthritis. We didn't find any acute issues in your chest X-ray, which is reassuring, but it means we need to explore other causes for your chest discomfort.
What are the next steps then?
For your joint pain, I recommend trying Tylenol to manage it more effectively. If the pain persists, we may consider corticosteroid injections as a next step. For the skin irritation, it's important to keep applying moisturizing creams and try to avoid scratching. We'll also continue monitoring your cardiovascular health closely and consider further diagnostic tests if your symptoms don't improve. For your memory concerns, keeping mentally active is key, but we'll keep an eye on this during our follow-ups. I would also like to schedule another appointment in 6 months, but if you feel any worsening of your symptoms or new issues arise, please come back sooner.
Thank you, doctor. I appreciate the clear plan and your help today.
That is the end of Part A. Now look at Part B. Part B. In this part of the test, you'll hear 6 different extracts. In each extract, you'll hear people talking in a different healthcare setting. For questions 25 to 30, choose the answer A, B, or C, which fits best according to what you hear. You'll have time to read each question before you listen. Complete your answers as you listen. Now look at question 25.
So today we need to finalize the discharge plan for Mr. Stevens, who, as you know, is our 74-year-old patient with advanced dementia. Given his lack of family support, we have to ensure a comprehensive approach.
Absolutely. I've contacted several local community centers that offer dementia support services. They can provide daycare options and possibly arrange for a home care assistant to visit him regularly.
Great work on that. How about his medical follow-up? We need to ensure his medication regimen is appropriately managed outside our facility.
I propose scheduling a follow-up with a geriatric specialist within a week after discharge. We should also consider setting up a direct line for him to contact a healthcare provider in case of confusion with his medications or other emergencies.
Perfect. Let's also document all these steps in his discharge plan and make sure that the communication is clear to whoever will be handling his case. We need a seamless transition to avoid any complications.
I'll coordinate with the social worker to compile and review all this information. We'll also set up a meeting with the home care agency to ensure they're fully briefed on his specific needs and conditions.
Now look at question 26.
Today, I'm going to show you how to use a spirometer, which will help you manage your COPD by improving your lung function. Have you used one before?
No, this is all new to me.
No worries, I'll guide you through it. First, sit up straight and hold the spirometer upright. When you're ready, take a slow, deep breath in, as much as you can, and then exhale as forcefully and as long as possible into the device. It's important to keep your lips sealed tightly around the mouthpiece.
Like this?
Exactly, that's good. It's important to perform these exercises several times a day. This will help increase your lung capacity and decrease the feeling of shortness of breath.
How often should I be doing this?
Aim for at least 10 times every morning and evening. Regular use is key to seeing improvement in your breathing.
Now look at question 27.
I understand you have both chronic kidney disease and diabetes, which makes managing your medications quite important. Let's go through your current list to ensure everything is clear and safe for you.
Okay, I'm on metformin for my diabetes, and my doctor recently started me on an ACE inhibitor for my kidney health.
Right, the metformin and the ACE inhibitor are standard for your conditions. However, it's crucial to monitor your kidney function regularly because metformin can be harmful if your kidney function declines further. Are you scheduled for regular lab work?
Yes, every 3 months.
Good. Also, make sure to keep an eye on your blood sugar levels and maintain a balanced diet. Avoiding processed foods and limiting protein intake can help manage both your diabetes and kidney disease.
I'll keep that in mind. Should I be watching for any specific side effects?
Yes, watch for any swelling, difficulty breathing, or if you feel unusually tired. Any of these symptoms should prompt an immediate call to your doctor.
Now look at question 28.
Today, we're discussing how to promote workplace inclusion and accessibility for individuals with disabilities. It's crucial that everyone feels valued and supported here.
Absolutely. One of the first steps is ensuring physical accessibility. This means clear, wide pathways and ramps where needed, but it also includes accessible software and technology for those with visual or hearing impairments.
Right. We must also consider flexible work arrangements and possibly modifying workstations to meet individual needs. It's about making reasonable adjustments so that all employees can perform their roles effectively.
Inclusion goes beyond physical adaptations. It's about creating an environment where people feel safe to express their needs and know they will be met with support, not resistance.
Exactly. Fostering an inclusive culture involves training our staff to understand the different challenges our colleagues might face and how we can help overcome them together.
Let's put together a proposal for management detailing these points. We'll include a budget for necessary modifications and a plan for ongoing staff training on inclusion and diversity.
Now look at question 29.
With the recent heat wave, we've seen an uptick in children suffering from heat-related illnesses. We need to adjust our protocols to manage this influx efficiently.
Agreed. The first step should be education. We need to inform parents about the signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke, confusion, rapid pulse, dizziness, and especially in young children, lack of sweating.
Right. Let's also prepare our hydration station with electrolytes and ice packs. We'll need extra supplies given the number of cases we're anticipating.
I'll coordinate with the supply department. What about our staffing? Do we need to bring in extra help during peak hours?
Yes, I suggest we adjust the shifts to have more staff during the midday to evening hours when these cases seem to peak. We can also set up a triage system dedicated to these cases to streamline care and response times.
Good plan. Let's meet again tomorrow to finalize these changes and ensure we're fully prepared.
Now look at question 30.
As we discuss the care plan for Mrs. Johnson, who is experiencing postpartum psychosis, it's essential we take a holistic approach, involving mental health professionals, obstetricians, and nursing care.
Agreed. The primary concern is her safety and the baby's well-being. I suggest we start with constant supervision and assess her medication needs to address her symptoms effectively.
Yes, the psychiatric evaluation indicates she might benefit from antipsychotics, but we'll need to consider the implications for breastfeeding. We should consult with a lactation specialist.
Absolutely. Let's also ensure that her partner and family are involved in the care plan. They need to understand what postpartum psychosis entails and how they can support Mrs. Johnson at home.
I'll arrange for family counseling sessions and set up a follow-up schedule. It's important that her support system is strong and informed.
Good. Let's finalize this care plan and review it in our next meeting to make any necessary adjustments. Our goal is her recovery with strong family support.
That is the end of Part B. Now look at Part C. Part C. In this part of the test, you'll hear two different extracts. In each extract, you'll hear health professionals talking about aspects of their work. For questions 31 to 42, choose the answer A, B, or C, which fits best according to what you hear. Complete your answers as you listen. Now look at Extract 1.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's lecture. Today, we'll delve into a complex and increasingly relevant topic in the field of nutritional science: personalized nutrition and its implications for health outcomes. Our discussion will be informed by cutting-edge research, including a compelling case study from Harvard's scholarly articles on the subject. Now, let's set the stage by considering the broad spectrum of factors that influence individual responses to diet. These include genetic predispositions, gut microbiome diversity, lifestyle factors like physical activity, and even the epigenetic impacts of one's environment. The burgeoning field of personalized nutrition seeks to tailor dietary recommendations based on these unique factors, moving beyond the one-size-fits-all dietary guidelines that have predominated. To illustrate, let's discuss a case study involving a patient named Jane, a 45-year-old woman with a history of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease, which are both heavily influenced by diet. Researchers at Harvard conducted a detailed analysis of Jane's genetic makeup, microbiome, and lifestyle factors to design a personalized nutritional plan aimed at managing her conditions more effectively. Jane's genetic testing revealed a predisposition for insulin resistance and a high sensitivity to saturated fats, leading to detrimental cholesterol profiles. These insights aligned with emerging research suggesting that certain genetic markers can significantly influence how individuals metabolize fats and carbohydrates. Based on these findings, the researchers recommended a diet low in saturated fats and refined carbohydrates, but rich in fiber and omega-3 fatty acids to improve her glycemic control and lipid levels. Furthermore, analysis of Jane's gut microbiome showed an unusually low diversity, which has been linked to poor metabolic health. To address this, her diet included prebiotic foods to foster a healthier gut environment, thereby improving her body's response to insulin and reducing inflammation, a key factor in both diabetes and heart disease. Throughout the intervention, Jane's progress was monitored using biomarkers such as hemoglobin A1C and lipid profiles, along with new metrics from wearable devices that tracked her glucose levels continuously. This real-time data allowed for dynamic adjustments to her diet based on her body's immediate responses to different foods. After 6 months on this personalized diet, Jane's results were transformative. Her A1C levels, a measure of average blood sugar, decreased significantly, and her cholesterol levels improved markedly. Moreover, she reported higher energy levels and overall better health outcomes. This case study underscores the potential of personalized nutrition to revolutionize treatment paradigms for chronic diseases. However, it also highlights the complexity of implementing such personalized approaches on a wide scale. Issues of cost, accessibility to genetic and microbiome testing, and the need for interdisciplinary expertise in genetics, nutrition, and data analysis are significant barriers that must be addressed. As we move forward, the integration of AI and machine learning in analyzing vast datasets from genetic, dietary, and microbiome profiles will play a crucial role in scaling personalized nutrition. These technologies can help identify patterns and predict responses to dietary interventions with high accuracy, thus providing a more scientific basis to dietary recommendations that could be tailored to individual needs. While the road to widespread implementation of personalized nutrition is fraught with challenges, the potential benefits in terms of improved health outcomes are immense. As researchers and practitioners, our goal should be to continue advancing the science while working to make these interventions accessible and practical for all segments of the population. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to your questions and insights on this exciting frontier in nutritional science.
Now look at Extract 2. Extract 2, questions 37 to 42. You now have 90 seconds to read questions 37 to 42.
Good morning, everyone. Today we will delve into the complex interplay of scientific innovation, public health policy, and international collaboration in the rapid development and deployment of vaccines during global health emergencies, with a specific focus on the COVID-19 pandemic. Our discussion will be rooted in a comprehensive analysis based on scholarly articles and case studies, particularly emphasizing the multifaceted approach that led to unprecedentedly quick vaccine development. The emergence of COVID-19 as a global pandemic necessitated an urgent response from the scientific community. The traditional vaccine development timeline, which typically spans several years, was condensed into mere months, showcasing a remarkable feat of scientific and organizational agility. This acceleration can largely be attributed to several key factors that we will explore today. Firstly, the foundation of rapid vaccine development during the pandemic was built on pre-existing research platforms. Technologies such as mRNA, which were explored and refined over decades, played a crucial role. These platforms were not starting from scratch, but were instead quickly adapted to target the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The significance of this foundational research cannot be overstated, as it provided a springboard for rapid development. Moreover, the role of international collaboration was pivotal. During the pandemic, we saw an unprecedented level of partnership among biopharmaceutical giants, biotechnology startups, academic institutions, and government agencies worldwide. One illustrative example is the collaboration between the National Institutes of Health in the United States and the biotechnology company Moderna. This partnership leveraged governmental research infrastructure and the nimble, innovative capacity of a biotech firm to spearhead the development of one of the first authorized mRNA COVID-19 vaccines. To provide a concrete example, let us consider a hypothetical scenario involving a patient, John Doe, a 65-year-old with chronic respiratory issues, making him highly susceptible to severe COVID-19 complications. John's case highlights the critical need for rapid vaccine access and the direct impact of these scientific advancements on individual lives. The availability of a vaccine within a year of the pandemic's onset potentially saved countless lives, including John's, by offering protection against a virus that disproportionately affects older adults and those with pre-existing health conditions. Ethical considerations also played a crucial role in the vaccine development process. The urgency to produce a vaccine did not compromise the rigorous safety and efficacy standards typically required. Regulatory agencies like the FDA implemented emergency use authorizations, EUA, to facilitate timely access while ensuring that the vaccines met stringent safety criteria. Another critical element was the role of digital technology and data science in managing the pandemic. Tools such as artificial intelligence and big data analytics were instrumental in tracking virus mutations and vaccine effectiveness, further informing public health strategies and vaccine updates. The success of these efforts, however, also highlighted several challenges. Issues such as vaccine equity and the logistics of global vaccine distribution came to the forefront. While some regions quickly secured and administered vaccines, others faced significant delays, underscoring the need for improved global health governance and equitable resource distribution. The COVID-19 pandemic has reshaped our understanding of what is possible in vaccine development. It has demonstrated the effectiveness of combining robust scientific research with international collaboration and strong regulatory frameworks. As we look to the future, it is imperative that we learn from this experience, investing continuously in research infrastructure, fostering global partnerships, and ensuring that the ethical considerations of equity and access remain at the forefront of public health efforts. This comprehensive approach will not only prepare us for future pandemics, but also enhance our capability to respond to a range of global health challenges, ultimately saving more lives and improving health outcomes worldwide. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to our continued discussion on these vital topics.